Monday morning up before light, mud on my jeans, breath hanging tight. Coffee strong and the world still spins, but there's more in me than just my sins. I walk in work boots and wonder, hands in dirt, heart pulled under. But grace don't wear a suit and tie. It rides the wind and lifts you high. With every hammer swing and thunder, I still hear your holy number. In the cracks and daily plunder, I live in work boots and wonder. Folks say faith is Sunday clean, but I see God in kerosene, and in the way my father prays with cracked hands at the end of days. I walk in work boots and wander, hands in dirt, heart pulled under. But grace don't wear a suit and tie. It rides the wind and lifts you high. With every hammer swing and thunder, I still hear your holy number. In the cracks and daily plunder, I live in work boots and wonder. It ain't polished, it ain't proud, but it sings out just as loud as a choir in cathedral gold. In sweat and grit, His love unfolds. So I lace up not to run, but to walk what must be done. With a heart that's built like thunder, full of work boots, some wonder. I walk in work boots and wander, hands in dirt, heart pulled under. But grace don't wear a suit and tie. It rides the wind and lifts you high. With every hammer swing and thunder, I still hear your holy number. In the cracks and daily plunder, I live in work boots and wonder.
I've walked through towns with nothing but echoes, past signs that read, "You're on your own." But even then, with empty hands, I felt a warmth I couldn't understand. Some nights I drank to hush the doubt. Some prayers were whispers, some were shouts. But mercy don't wear judgment's face. It waits in silence, wrapped in grace. And the light ain't gone, just hiding low behind the clouds or dusted roads. It flickers soft, but still it stays, even when I look away. Yeah, the light ain't gone, it just knows how to wait. You don't need to shine to still belong. Even shadows sing redemption song. And the light ain't gone, just hiding low behind the clouds or dusted roads. It flickers soft, but still it stays, even when I look away. Yeah, the light ain't gone, it just knows how to wait. So if you're lost like I've been to. Just know the light still waits for you.
She don't quote the book each night, but she lives it when the bills get tight. Ain't one for stage or fancy dress, but she can outpray all the rest. While I was loud, she stayed low. Built this home with yes and no. She don't need a preacher to keep the gospel strong. It's in the way she makes things right when everything goes wrong. She don't shout about her faith, but she's walked it every day. No Bible in her hand, but I've seen it in her stand. She don't post no verses bright, but she hugs like heaven's light. Folding clothes and raising boys with quiet hope and louder joys. She ain't one for preaching loud, but grace shows up where she's around. She don't need a preacher to keep the gospel strong. It's in the way she makes things right when everything goes wrong. She don't shout about her faith, but she's walked it every day. No Bible in her hand, but I've seen it in her stand. I've seen her cry, I've seen her stay when I ran out of words to pray. And somehow through her simple ways, she showed me how to stay. She don't need a preacher, she just needs a place to be, where faith is working quietly through every scraped up memory. She won't ask for golden crowns, but the kingdom knows her name. She don't need a preacher to set this house aflame.
No neon lights, no altar steps, just fence posts and silhouettes. But I found more truth in barbed wire lines than 100 sermons I've left behind. I ain't righteous, I ain't clean, but I felt him in the in-between. He don't whisper in cathedral stone, he talks clearer out here alone. Out here I know he walks these roads where the gravel hums and the wild wind blows. He's not some far off mystery, he's in the creek, the smoke, the cedar tree. And I don't need much proof to show here, I know. Maybe heaven's closer than we think. In every breath, every worn out drink. So if you're looking, come real slow out here. I know.
Dust on my boots, cracked leather seat, radio low with the backbeat beat. A truck bed full of nothing planned, and peace you can't hold in your hand. Kids on the porch, laughing out loud. Old dog chasing shadows across the plow. Sometimes I wonder what I need, then I breathe in deep and let it be. No place like clear skies, where the soul unwinds and the spirit flies. No spotlight, just fireflies. No crown, but still I rise. Ain't no map to this kind of life, but there's no place like clear skies. Fences fall, but the roots stay strong. Faith ain't always loud, it hums along like Sunday fields and weekday grace. In every wind I find my pace. I don't need answers carved in stone. Sometimes the quiet feels like home. You learn to trust the space between the known, the now, the in-between. No place like clear skies, where the soul unwinds and the spirit flies. No spotlight, just fireflies. No crown, but still I rise. Ain't no map to this kind of life, but there's no place like clear skies. Yeah, no place like clear skies. Let the good Lord paint them white.
Lit guitars out of tune. Fireflies dance with the crescent moon. Talking about life, not preaching too hard. But somewhere in laughter, faith leaves its mark. 'Cause Sunday starts on Saturday night, when the joy comes early and the hearts feel light. Don't need stained glass for love to ignite. We're singing hallelujahs under porch light. Yes, Sunday starts on Saturday night. can't live without. Sunday starts on Saturday night, when the joy comes early and the hearts feel light. Don't need stained glass for love to ignite. We're singing hallelujahs under porch light. Yes, Sunday starts on Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night.
Four of us at the table like most Friday nights. Plates set, napkins folded right. Laughs come easy, prayers feel near. But there's always space for a fifth chair here. It used to hold your boots and grin. You'd bow your head, say amen. Now that seat stays empty still. But hope don't vanish when time stands still. That fifth chair's waiting like a porch light burns. It don't ask questions, don't count turns. We leave it there just in case you feel that pull of home and grace. You might be gone, but we still care, so we set the table with the fifth chair. Some say move on, put things away, but love remembers where folks once stayed. And faith don't fold when stories pause. It just keeps praying no matter the cost. That fifth chair's waiting like a porch light burns. It don't ask questions, don't count turns. We leave it there just in case you feel that pull of home and grace. You might be gone, but we still care, so we set the table with a fifth chair. And if you ever walk back in, you won't hear where have you been. Just a plate, a smile, a welcome back, like you never left, like nothing lacked. That fifth chair's waiting like a porch light burns. It don't need answers, it just yearns. We keep it close, we leave it bare, 'cause mercy always saves a chair. You might be lost, but love stays there, right there, in the fifth chair. I've stood by hospital beds and checkout lines, held doors and hands, both yours and mine. I've prayed out loud and sometimes not, dropped off meals, picked up what they forgot. I've been the one who stayed up late, lost some sleep for someone's sake. I've given when it hurt to give, and somehow found more strength to live. And through it all, through every mile, every quiet yes, every forced smile, when I stepped out beyond my ease, I found you walking next to me. No trumpet sound, no big decree, just one more breath, and you go with me. I've shown up when it felt unfair, done the work no one saw there, felt too small to make a dent, but love don't tally time well spent. And through it all, through every mile, every quiet yes, every forced smile, when I stepped out beyond my ease, I found you walking next to me. No trumpet sound, no big decree, just one more breath, and you go with me. Not for glory, not for gain, just to echo mercy's name. So I'll keep walking down this road with hands held open, heart exposed. If every act can shine your grace, then I'll keep moving place to place. And when I wonder where you'll be, you'll say, son, I go with thee. You go with me.
Mama prayed in the kitchen, I was running wild, skipping stones and talking back with a sinner smile. Used to think I'd burn out fast like a county fair ride, but grace don't quit even on the reckless kind. Yeah, I heard that still voice humming through the pines. Didn't change me overnight, but it stayed in mind. Where I come alive ain't polished gold, it's dirt-stained boots and stories told. Back roads, mercy, midnight sky. Redemption ain't always dressed in white. I don't need a steeple to testify. I found faith in the fire, that's where I come alive. Beer cans in the creek bed, long since tossed. Still remember what I learned from every loss. Ain't about perfection, it's the way back home. Even prodigals got roots in stone, and I still ride with doubts hanging on my side. On my side.
I'ma sing out loud, break the chain free again. One, where I come alive, I ain't looking clean, but it's honest, raw, and wild between the pews of pine, the scars I hide, the grace that rides with every stride. I ain't got it perfect, but I've survived. Yeah, that's where I come alive. Come alive.
Ain't got a prayer memorized, don't quote no chapters, don't testify, but every now and then this porch swing creaks and I feel you sit right next to me. You don't wait for Sunday shoes, you walk right in with muddy boots. You always find me here when the world's too loud for me to hear. No choir sings, no thunder breaks, just coffee steam and yesterday's mistakes. You don't need me to rise above, you come low with unshakable love. No map, no light, just grace sincere, but somehow you always find me here. That Bible's cracked, pages torn, sits by the window I leave open each morn. I don't flip it daily like I should, but you speak through silence just as good. Don't need an altar built in stone, you meet me where I call home. You always find me here when the shame rolls in like another year. No perfect speech, no holy face, just a worn out man in a broken place. But I've seen you move in lesser things, like my baby's laugh or a tire swing. No angel wings, no heaven's clear, still somehow you always find me here. Not in storms or burning bush, but in quiet winds and daily hush. You're not far, you're just near, and you always find me here. You always find me here, with dirty hands and borrowed beer. Not much faith, not much pride, just a little hope I try to hide. But still you sit on this porch rail like you knew my soul before I failed. Ain't no spotlight, just me in tears, and somehow you always find me here.
Pulled off the highway at exit 9. Didn't know if I was running or trying to find some place between guilt and grace, where a man can sit and face his face. The diner lady filled my cup, said hard day, and I just looked up. She didn't press, just let it be. Felt more like church than a pew to me. There I was, worn down and dirty, maybe just halfway to mercy. Not clean yet, but I'd begun to believe again in the morning sun. Not always fire and thunder roll,
Sometimes healing comes quiet and slow, with coffee steam and a stranger's nod. Turns out that's also the hand of God. There I was, worn down and dirty, maybe just halfway to mercy. Not clean yet, but I'd begun to believe again in the morning sun. A quiet bedtime story, a little hand in mine, facing all the shadows with a love so pure, divine. She said, baby, God's bigger than what's outside that door. My little girl, just 5 years old, asking for something more than just a nightlight shining against the spooky dark. Her tiny voice, a sermon, hitting its true mark. Felt the weight of single parenthood, the worries I would keep. But her simple, honest wisdom stirred something from the deep. Oh, choose to believe when the shadows start to grow. Yeah, plant a seed of courage, watch your spirit brightly glow. Hey, my little girl taught me a lesson strong and true. God's bigger than our troubles, He will always see us through. I'd been fighting monsters in my own weary mind, bills and lonely evenings left hope hard to find. But she looked at me with eyes so clear no fear could cloud her view. Just trusting in His promise, strong and fresh and new. The world may try to frighten with troubles big and wide, but His loving presence keeps us safely by His side. Oh, choose to believe when the shadows start to grow. Yeah, plant a seed of courage, watch your spirit brightly glow. Hey, my little girl taught me a lesson strong and true. God's bigger than our troubles, He will always see us through. Sometimes it takes a child's pure heart to show the way we ought to see. That simple faith is all we need for all eternity. No matter what the giants are that stand before our way, His mighty hand is holding us through every single day. Oh, choose to believe when the shadows start to grow. Yeah, plant a seed of courage, watch your spirit brightly glow. Hey, my little girl taught me a lesson strong and true.